currently 6 points ahead of the Fargo Force for first place in the Western Conference. But as mentioned, the Force do have 2 games in hand. So these 2 teams are going to set to battle here back-to-back Sundays. Obviously today and then next Sunday, Fargo is back here again for a Sunday night affair. So a couple of big matchups ahead and could really help determine what's going to happen here as we come down the final stretch of the season with playoff implications and seeding for said playoffs. All right, let's go downstairs and join Randy Preston for tonight's starting lineups.
Your Sioux Falls Stampede. On defense from Locust Valley, New York, number 8, Matthew Grimes. On defense from Lafayette, New York, number 22, Wade Weil. At left wing from Champlin, Minnesota, number 2, Brent Solomon. At right wing from Los Angeles, California, number 14, Cooper Soller. Center from East Grand Forks, Minnesota, number 28, Brock Schultz. And in goal for the Herd from Ogra, Latvia, number 88, Leonard Feldberg. The Stampede's general manager is Tony Gasparini. Head coach, Ryan Crothers. The associate head coach is Brandon Wildung. And the assistant coaches are Ryan Black, Trevor Kleckner, and Nick Grosso. Athletic trainer is Jordan Witzel, and the equipment manager is Chad Ray. Fans, let's make some noise for your Sioux Falls Stampede!
So there you go, your starters here for a Sunday afternoon here in Sioux Falls. We're excited to have you with us here and ready for tonight's contest. All right, we will step aside. We'll take our final break of the Buff City Soap pregame show, but when we return, we drop the puck. It's the Stampede, it's the Force, and it's live right here in Kaladustak, 1320, 107.9.
witnessing a clinical 4-1 win over the Des Moines Buccaneers. Now, the Wiener Dogs have left the ice, yet what remains is a Stampede team on a white-hot streak, hungry for more. This is a club that has forgotten how to lose, operating with a tactical precision that has drummed out 8 straight wins. There is no rest for the weary in this pursuit. Tonight, the Fargo Force meets the Herd's mass and acceleration in a brutal test of endurance. Chasing their 9th straight win, the Stampede look to outplay and outlast, turning raw momentum into total dominance. It's a quest for survival. Fargo and Sioux Falls. Hockey on Kello, next.
And away we go. The puck is dropped and we're underway here. Stampede and Fargo Force as the puck is played ahead here. And played up the right wing side by West into the Stampede zone. Sioux Falls brings it in. Macrina over the line to Montero. Moves in, forehand swept away by White, the goaltender. And into the corner. Sioux Falls set back defensively here as the puck played here up the left wing wall and tipped. And that one's going to deflect up and out of play here between the Force and Stampede. Let's take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders, brought to you by our friends from as always from Auto Owners Insurance and Bowen and Associates for all your insurance needs. Visit Bowen and Associates today, their local independent auto owners insurance agency. It'll be Leonards Feldbergs for the Stampede, 24-9-1 with a 2.61 goals against and a .908 save percentage against A.J. White, who's 21-7-4 with a 2.32 goals against and a .911 save percentage heading into today's contest. So a good battle here between two very talented teams. And the puck played here behind the net. Omen trying to play it. They'll work it ahead up the left wing side. That one batted down and brought back in by the Force as they work it into the zone. Laid back here to the left side. Out to the right point, it's Lindbergh. Has it for Fargo, deep of the Stampede zone. Little give and go, pass intercepted. Betzel plays it ahead up the left wing wall, gets it to Renkowski, racing into the zone. Renkowski fires, and it's just wide of the net. Tip there, wide of the goal, and the Force the other way. Here comes Fargo. Saginaw brings it in. Saginaw plays it into the corner, off behind the net. Jacobson for Sioux Falls. Betzel now, and the Herd will work it here, back between their own circles. Jacobson has to circle back to get it. He will. And now plays it ahead as to just dump it in. Chasing after it here. Betzel trying to track it down. It's played to the far wall. Picked up here by the Force. They will play it ahead. And they'll get it ahead here. It's the Force's Marchenko sends it all the way in, off behind the net. Into the far corner. Sioux Falls, Renkowski digging it out, and they'll play it ahead. Renkowski up the right wing side. Goes around one, sends it in. Off back behind the goal. Grimes trying to track it down. Flips it into the corner. Now it's played by the Force. They'll work it off the glass and send it ahead and all the way back down. Weil chasing after it. Takes it off behind the net. Plays his pass intercepted by West. West to the right side. Comes back. Pass knocked away. Comes back. Turnaround shot by West to save is made. As he gains the whistle there. 16:45 to go in our first period. Brought to you by our friends from First Dakota, the official sponsors of Country Night here. First Dakota and firstdakota.com. Official bank of your Sioux Falls Stampede. Face-off coming up here. Left of Feldbergs. Zoko will come to take the face-off draw. One here by the Force. Lindbergh off the wall. Knocked down. Sioux Falls gets it ahead. Zoko has it. He'll circle back ahead. Up and over the line. Zoko. Wrist shot. And a stick and glove save made there by White. Here's a look at your lines tonight for the Stampede. Zoko centering the top line with Macrina on the right. Montero's on the left. Logan Renkowski will center the second line with Betzold on the right, Ullman's on the left. Schultz will center the third line with Soller on the left, Solomon on the left. And then the fourth line, as mentioned, they're short of player nights. It'll be Christian Chua and Aiden Jans on the wings, and they'll rotate someone in at center. Matthew Grimes, Wade Wild together defensively. Browdy and Bongo together. Manassa and Jacobson. And Prunty out there for the Herd as an extra defenseman as it comes back in. On the left wing wall, Bongo trying to track it down into the right corner. Delayed penalty coming up here against Fargo. And with 16:16 to go, we're going to get a first penalty of the night. Butella's heading to the box. High sticking, I think, here. High sticking against Fargo is the call. So an early Prairie Farms power play in a big game. The Herd trying to get that first goal of the night. Their power play did not score last night, but still 6th best in the USHL. 50 power play goals. Clicking at 23.8%. Penalty kill for the Force is 79.4%. That's 8th best in the USHL. So Renkowski out there with Zoko, Montero, and Macrina. Prunty as well, and Prunty brings the puck to center. He'll drop it to Zoko. Zoko into the offensive zone. Montero slides it around left wing side, has it tangled up, now drops it back, swings it to the right side to Macrina. Macrina, wrist shot, stick save made, rebound, and it's cleared ahead all the way down. Stampede will pick it up. Prunty off behind the net. Works it ahead up the middle of the ice. Left side, Montero drops it. Renkowski plays it to Zoko. Zoko over the line. Sends it, trying to feed it down low. That pass intercepted, but it'll be kept in the zone here. Minute 8 left on the power play as the Herd trying to set it up, but little trouble there was the Herd, and it's sent all the way back down. Prunty gets the puck back, and they'll try to change it up here for the final minute of the power play. Here's Betzold out there now. Drops it for Browdy. And Browdy takes a big spin up the left wing side. He'll drop it back. Solomon dropping it for Betzold. Brings it across the line. Chips it to himself deep in the left corner. It's hammered off the wall. Stopped there at least momentarily, but now cleared out by the Force. And not much going here early on the power play for the Stampede. Browdy off the wall to Solomon. Solomon runs into Omen and now has to cut back here to his own end in front of his own net. Solomon ahead with it up the middle of the ice. Drops the puck back here. 20 seconds to go on the advantage. Here's Omen over the line. Give and go to Betzold. Betzold slides it across. Trying to feed Soller. He wasn't there in time. Now Betzold out to the right point. They work it. Solomon one-timer. It's blocked. Bouncing puck. He keeps it in. Down to 10 on the power play. Browdy looking. Left side to Solomon. Solomon back over to Browdy. Browdy wrister. Tip save. Rebound scooped up. The Force will clear. And the penalty expires as they kill that one off successfully. A good end of the power play, finally generating some chances there after a slow start. Now Schultz back into his own zone. Works it here. Manassa plays it ahead, and it's Chua into the offensive zone. Around one, backhand centers a chance. He scores! Aiden Jans, what a play! A terrific pass, and Jans one times it home. And the Stampede have the first goal. It's 1-0. Chua on the backhand, a perfect feed, cross ice, feeding it to Jans, who came in on the back door. One times at home, and the Herd again, the first goal of the game.
Lead goal! Scored by number 11, Aiden Jans. His 7th of the season. Jans unassisted at this point at 6:06 of the first.
So the Herd get the goal. Timeout on the ice. We'll take one as well. The good guys get the first goal. It's 1-0. We're back at 60. This is Stampede Hockey. 13:47 to go. First period, 1-0 Sioux Falls. Schultz in to take the face-off here for the Stampede. One here, though, by the Force, and they will play it ahead and into the Stampede end. Jacobson off behind the net, swings it around. Has it tied up here. Laid back and shoved in. As the Stampede will stop it here in the neutral zone. Schultz trying to force it ahead. He gets tied up, trying to play it to Chua. Now the Force will get it back out to center. Stampede have won 8 straight coming in. Fargo right behind them. 11 straight games. Fargo's gained at least a point in. So they have been red hot as well. Grimes plays it off the wall. There's knocked down by Tor. Look out, has it. Wrist shot, save made, rebound knocked away. Feldberg's able to get the save, and then running into the goaltender there was one of the Fargo players. That was Mattern. And they try to separate everybody here after a collision in the net there. Face-off coming up here. As they should bring it out of the zone, they will. So face-off outside the zone with 12:57 to go here in the first period. Sioux Falls getting set here. Face-off try here in the neutral zone. Ready for the draw, waiting for the officials here to actually drop the puck. Face-off here won by the Force. It's sent all the way in. Stampede will chase after it here. Now played out to center, scooped up there, and it's sent in by Butella off behind the net. Eldbergs will play it. It's off the glass. Montero trying to chip it to center, working it back ahead, and now here bouncing. Prouty gets it back at his own end. Sioux Falls playing it. Montero sends it ahead. Off behind the net. White banks off the wall. Montero can't keep it in. It'll take a weird bounce though from the Force. Stampede get it, and they'll play it into the right corner. Now Montero trying to track it down. Here's Macrina picking it up, but again the Force are there, and they're going to be able to send it ahead. Laid back and sent all the way in. Feldbergs, the puck goes up and out of play, so stoppage here with 12:01 to go here. Face-off coming up. Looking for the face-off try here. One by the Force. Right side and flipped all the way in here as saved by Feldbergs. 11:54 to go. Face-off try here. Played back behind the net. Grimes digging after it. Puck goes here. Fargo picks it up. Turnaround shot. The net came off. Feldbergs made the save, but the net came off. 11:42 to go in the first period. 1-0. Sioux Falls on top. Shots 6-3 in favor of the Stampede. Out of the lineup tonight again, Jake Marins is out. Thomas Holtby out with a suspension, and then Joseph McGraw, he is out injured, and sounds like unfortunately he will be out. No penalty was called when he got hit in the face with the butt end of the stick. Went right through his mouth and his jaw, and unfortunately he will be out here for a few weeks, but hopefully he'll be able to return back to the herd. We wish him nothing but the best. And a speedy recovery as the puck bounces here. Grimes chasing after it. Backhands. Gets it to center. Trying to feed it to Rinkowski. Knocked away. Back check to now. It'll come to the far wall in front of the bench of the Force. They send it ahead and now into the Stampede zone. Betzold chasing after it. On top of him is Sisson of the Force. Stampede behind the net. Swing it back around here. Trying to play it off the wall. It's Ullman trying to go the other way. Ullman will skate with it behind the net. Sioux Falls. Betzold falls down as he tries to clear, and it's dumped right back in behind the net there. Weil will scoop it up. Lays it up the right wing side. It'll be played and touched in an offside position. 11:01 to go here in the first period. Other games going on tonight across the USHL. 3 other games. It's 3-1 Muskegon late in the second over Youngstown. Chicago late in the second leading Tri-City 2-1. And midway through the second down at Sioux City, the Musketeers lead Cedar Rapids by a score of 3-2. Meanwhile, in the Olympics, USA all over Germany 5-1. 6 minutes ago in the third period there. Here's Sioux Falls. Bongo has it, right point. Holds onto it, pulls it back, lost it, rolled off his stick, and it's intercepted. Zugig will get it ahead, and he just sends it ahead. That one knocked away and sent right back here into the Stampede zone. Stopped by Browdy between the circles. He will hold possession, look ahead. Plays it to Solomon, who flips it all the way down. Off behind the net, White. Plays it to the far side. Intercepted here on the right side. Shot tipped there and a save made. Rebound picked back up by the Force. They'll play it off the wall, and Prenti knocks it down. Now Solomon will tip it all the way in. Sioux Falls will get a change here. Just over 10 minutes to go in the opening frame. Jans has the Stampede up by a score of 1-0 here. Zoko plays it. Manassa plays it back here. Works it ahead all the way down. Off behind the net, Jans trying to dig for it here. Picked up. Stampede have it back. Edge of the left circle, it's Chua. Turn, shoots, 6 save made, bouncing puck rebound. Played to the far wall. Jan's trying to get there, and it's banked off the boards and out. Manassa plays it along the left wing side, plays it here to Chua, and flipped all the way in. 9.5 minutes to go. Played back here off the wall, and it's played Butella coming with it the other way. Up and over the line. Cullen has it, poke checked away. Lindbergh plays it and flips it in. Off behind the net, Grimes. Works it ahead, weaving through traffic here. Grimes into the offensive end, wide to the left side. Grimes shot at the side of the goal. Now the puck played back here by the Force, and it's sent back out of the zone. Now Montero sent back in and flips it all the way down. It's played back out to center, and that'll be Butella playing it ahead. They charge it across, and it's played Bongo off back behind the net. Dropped here, Browdy. Playing it ahead here for the Stampede. Weaving through the neutral zone. Browdy in and flips it all the way in. It'll go off the glass here. Played back, Gronkowski. Shot towards it end, and a glove save is made by White. And we'll get a timeout here on the ice. 8:37 to go. Opening period. It's 1-0 Sioux Falls. We're back with you in 60 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey. Face-off here, won by the Force. It's sent back out. Sioux Falls. Works it here. In front, shot blocked. Renkowski trying to knock it home. And plays it all the way down. They send it all the way down. Play it here off the wall up the right side. Montero plays it back, and now it's the Force who will send it all the way down. Fargo coming off 5-1 and 3-1 victories over Madison in front of big crowds in Fargo the last 2 nights. They close out their always fun Squirt International tournament. Big tournament they have there. And here's a centering attempt. Schultz, and a big save made by White. Oh, a nice feed from Betzold, and a tremendous save by White, who got his right pad on it as the puck goes all the way back behind the goal now. Swung around. Here's Betzold up the right side, trying to go cross ice, had it batted away and sent back in behind the net of Feldberg's there. As you see in the replay, White just reading that one, able to knock it away. Now the puck, though, deep in the Stampede zone. Betzold trying to knock it free. Sioux Falls this year, by the way, this marks the 30th time they've scored the first goal of the game. They're 21-7-1 when they get that first tally. There's a shot that's blocked. The Fargo's still with it, though. Racing it out to the right point here. Sagadin sends it along the boards, gets tied up with Schultz and into the corner. Sagadin trying to dig for it. As it tied up, Sioux Falls will work out for it, and here's Betzold here with it. Oh boy, rolled off his stick, and the Stampede able to get it back as Fargo would have been offside. They catch a break there. Rest of the Stampede line make a change. Nasa drops it for Grimes. 6.5 to go in the opening period. Bouncing puck save made. Now off behind the net, scooped around here by the Force as they'll work it ahead up the right wing wall. Sagadin brings it in, stopped by Solomon. He'll chip it, and Zoko ahead with it. Zoko wide to the right side, trying to reach for the puck, has it batted down. Poke checked into the corner. Left wing wall. Now Solomon taps it back behind the net. Zoko off the boards, and it comes out. Sioux Falls will send it right back in. Everybody touching up, and White plays it behind his own net. Nice little backhand there, feeding it to Marchenko and out to center. Back into the zone, Cullen slides it across left side. Nice pass, shot, big save by Feldbergs. It went up high. He's got his right shoulder and arm up there, able to knock it down and make the save. Face-off coming up. Played here up the right wing wall. Now it's stopped there. Fargo the other way. Left side shot high and over the net by Graham Jones. Comes to the right point. That one traveled wide of the net as well. 5:40 to go here in the opening period. 12-5. Sioux Falls out shooting Fargo's. A puck played along the edge of the circle. Now back into the high slot. Shot goes wide of the net. Sioux Falls giving chase. Rowdy trying to come in after it. Chua has it. He'll drop back, and now Chua coming away with it up ahead through the neutral zone. Spins and now just dumps it all the way in. Sioux Falls will do a change. Laid back here. Marchenko will send it ahead. Up the right wing wall. Here comes Zoko. Little toe drag. Lost it. Got it back. Now Wade slides it across. Prunty with it. Back to Zoko. And that one knocked away. And it's cleared all the way out. As Sioux Falls will chase after it. Manassa out there to play. That's a little too far. And it is icing the call here with 4:49 to go. The faceoff coming back in the Stampede zone. Special hello to the former studio host of the Stampede Hockey Night, Ray Crockett. He is watching here and listening today. We say hello to Ray and thank him for tuning in. So far, a good one as expected. Good battle here and long ways to go in this one. Face off here, won by the Force. Lindbergh has it, plays it along the wall, trying to tap it into the corner there to Zoko. He bats it down behind the goal. Looking to the right side, now back out to center. Solomon with the puck, and he'll bring it ahead. Solomon's got Prunty, brings it to him. Oh, a little too far in front, just off the mark. And it goes into the corner. They'll tie it up along the right side. Behind the net, Solomon works it around, sends it in front, off the wall. Prunty, bouncing puck into the corner. Here's a shot. It's a side of the goal. It'll go off behind the net. Now played off the wall. Grimes intercepts. Grimes left circle. Rich shot save made. And the rebound batted down. Grimes playing it and sends it into the corner. Off behind the net. Soller has it. Play to the left wing wall. Zoko trying to get there. Weil moves in. Wrist shot deflects just wide of the net. Now Grimes picks it back up. Has it here. Flipped in. Soller along the right wing wall. Gloves it down. Gets it. Solomon into the corner. Grimes driving in. Trying to tuck it in, but White makes the save. And holds on, and Soller just picked up a penalty there after the play. We'll tell you about it when we come back. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey.
Talk 1320 107.9.
Face off here to the left of Feldbergs. Into the box is Cooper Soller. So he came in late there, took a shot at one of the Fargo players up high, so he gets a roughing penalty in the Stampede, or shorthanded for the first time tonight. Power play 11th in the league for the Force at 19.2%. Penalty kill for the Herd, 9th in the league at 78.7%. Off the face-off dot here, left circle, they'll cycle it around. Right side, Lofgren's shot just goes wide, rebound, and they score as it gets knocked in there by Colin Sisson. He hammers it home off the back wall and puts it in. And Coach Crothers not happy with that penalty that was taken, and it ends up costing the Stampede. And it's now a 1-1 game. So the penalty kill that was so strong last night, just seconds in this one, that was just an unfortunate break. Nothing Feldbergs could do. It was bounced, shot hard off the back wall, missed the net, but bounced right to Sisson, and he put it home, and Fargo has tied the game at 1. Face off here. By the Force, it's sent ahead all the way in. Grimes chasing after it, laid up the left side, little give and go, and here Schultz ahead with it. Schultz into the offensive end, had that one roll away. So Fargo scores the power play. We are all tied at 1, and now it's flipped ahead and sent in behind Feldbergs. Aid Montero has it, and the puck played back here. Lindbergh swings it to the left side. Cherney just dumps it in. He's hit there in front of the Stampede bench. We'll wrap it along the wall here, and now it's played back by the Force as they backhand and send it here out to center. Sent all the way back into the Stampede zone. They will play it up the right wing wall. As the puck goes into the corner, Sioux Falls will try to play it here. Macrina flips it into the air. They'll flip it into the right side to the Force. West knocks it down. Stampede trying to chip it off the wall here on the near side. Now it's played here by Betzold up the right side. Lindbergh, they'll swing it to the left point. Flips it here towards the net. Bongo trying to give chase after it. Betzold comes in. Off behind the net, turns it over in front. The puck is bouncing and swept away there by Bongo. He'll try to clear it out here as now Fargo's got a little jump on their step after scoring that goal. Here they come again. Shot off the crossbar. Oh, the Herd catch a huge break there. As that one, Deladona rattled it off the crossbar. Now an icing call against Sioux Falls. Face-off draw coming all the way back into the Stampede zone. Browdy knocks it down, chips it off the glass, bouncing. And Fargo will play it here up ahead, up the left wing wall, chipping it. Grimes trying to track it down. Browdy off behind the net, swings it around. West has it, right side, shot, save. Made there by the goaltender Feldbergs with 1:17 remaining here in the first period. 1-1 hockey game. Face off left glove side of the goaltender Feldbergs. Sioux Falls trying to earn some momentum back here. Fargo starting to get going as the puck played here at the left point by Lofgren. He'll play into the corner, left wing side. Sioux Falls trying to knock it down, picked back up by Jones. He'll work it to the left point. Lofgren brings it ahead. Poke checked away, and it comes out of the zone. Under a minute to go in the opening frame. Lofgren off the wall, up the right wing side, and they dump it in. Manassa back there for Sioux Falls. He'll pick it up, backhands, swings it around to Zoko. Zoko charging ahead up the right wing wall. Puck is bouncing, and they flip it and send it all the way down. Now Lindbergh here to the right side. Butella. Butella 35 on the clock, brings it in. Drops it to the right side to Cullen. Backhanded between the circles. It's in the air. Batted down. No high stick there. Solomon tries to bat it out and does. Back into possession, though, of the Force, who just dump it in. Feldberg's behind the net. Stops it, slows it down, gets it here to the right side. Now he'll bank it off the wall. Sioux Falls chips it to center. 15 seconds to go. Here comes Renkowski into the zone. Renkowski, wrist shot, stick save. Bounces behind the goal. Schultz, 8 seconds left. Looks on his backhand, gets it back out. Time for one more. Tipped here, and it's blocked, and it'll be backhanded, and it's cleared by the Force in the first period. Comes to an end here at the Premier Center. 1-1. The Herd get the first goal as they scored 6:09 in. But Sisson comes back for Fargo, scores on the power play, and Fargo ties the game, and that's where we stand right now, 1-1 at the end of 20 minutes of play. Got your Innovative Office Solutions first intermission report coming up in just a moment. We're going to go downstairs with Charlie. He'll talk to one of the Stampede coaches, get the thoughts here on probably last night and how the first period's gone tonight. Then we'll get you a weather forecast update with Mr. Jason March, who's stationed back inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. He'll join us. And then we'll get a scoreboard update. First Member Bank, Premier Bank Card, out-of-town scoreboard, and more all coming up here during our first intermission report. Right now, though, looks like Charlie is ready, so let's go downstairs and let's join him as Charlie and Coach Wildung here down on the bench for our coach's interview with Rosenbauer.
Thank you, Randy. Now, Coach, this is our third game in 3 days, and tonight we're playing a couple of players down. How does that affect our game?
Yeah, it's something, this is our second weekend in a row doing it. It's, there's something happens in this league. There's a lot of hockey played, which is fun, especially when you're playing good hockey. It's fun to keep playing. So, yeah, you're right. We're down some bodies. Definitely missing, one of our captains, and Joey McGraw, which is a huge loss. So I think for us, it's just kind of managing minutes, managing plays, not trying to overcomplicate. Obviously, guys are getting tired and legs are getting heavy here, so it's just playing a simple, hard game.
Perfect. Now, into this game here, Aiden Jans with our first goal tonight. What has he added since joining the Stampede?
Yeah, Janner's been awesome. This is his third year in the league for, a young player. It's just really impressive. It's hard to do, obviously. Ever since we've got him, he's just been a spark plug for us. He's got a ton of speed. He's got a great skill set. Obviously, he was out a couple games. Just, it's been tough since we got him with some illnesses and then maybe a little tweak that kept him out. So we were excited to get him back in, and he's an immediate impact, which is great.
Perfect. Now, last question here for you. What are the keys to ending this game with a win?
Yeah, I think we talked about today how important the neutral zone is. Managing pucks between the blue lines. Maybe if you're fresh, maybe you're holding on to that puck and looking to make that play and holding it on for an extra second. Tonight, it's, if you don't have it right away, try to get it behind their D and make them make a play. So I think that's kind of key for us. And then, simplicity and trying to get a little more shot volume. We didn't get probably the shots that we needed. We got to try to step that up moving forward.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
All right, 1-1, our score here at the end of one. It's our Innovative Office Solutions intermission report in just a moment. As mentioned, we'll go back inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. That's where Jason March is cooking up a weather forecast for us. He'll get you the latest conditions, and we'll take a short time out, and out of the break, we'll be back with Jason. He's got your first Premier Bank card out-of-town scoreboard. Latest scores from the USHL. 3 other games going on. Not a lot in the college ranks, but he'll have some sports headlines and Olympic update as well coming up here. And then we'll come back here for period number 3 tonight between the Stampede and the Fargo Force. Period number 2 just around the corner. All right, it's a 1-1 game. Let's go back inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. Let's join Mr. Jason March. He's our chief meteorologist, and he is cooking up some more temperatures, at least for a couple more days. Correct, Jason?
That is correct, Jim. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in the second period. Tie score, 1-1 Fargo and Sioux Falls here. And a look at the National Weather Service forecast for this week. Remainder of today, we'll see highs in the low 60s here in Sioux Falls. Unreal for February 15th. Low of 30 degrees and partly cloudy. Then looking towards President's Day tomorrow, Washington's birthday, in other words. High near 62. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming east-southeast in the afternoon. That ushers in some clouds overnight, but 41 for a low. Then Tuesday, that's where we see a little bit of change in the forecast here. Those southeast winds are going to pull in some moisture, some much-needed moisture here in Kelloland. High of 65 at least early in the day. Then a chance of rain and breezy, 30% chance. So we'll see probably a good portion of the area being covered by that rain, and then it increases to 40% overnight and a low of 37. So a very mild, very May or late April type day here in the middle of February coming up on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll have a high a lot cooler, 49 degrees, breeze out of the west-northwest now, so we're going to see a shift in that. Slight chance of rain, then sunny, and then a low of 24 degrees, and that rain now will change into some snow flurries, chance of snow, 20%. Thursday, it drops back to seasonal averages, 34 for the high, 40% chance of patchy and blowing snow in Sioux Falls. Then Thursday night, that snow continues, so we're going to see some precip chances once we get to Tuesday, the rest of the week, and it's going to change from rain middle of the week to snow showers, but no major systems again throughout the weekend. It will get cooler. I'll feel certainly more winter-like outside, but all in all, we'll still get through here as we're only 3 weeks into February and so forth. All right, we're going to take a break and then come back and look at some sports news and some national headlines here. Not a lot of sports in the professional ranks going on today because of the Olympics and the NBA All-Star Game, but we'll take a look coming up in just a few moments. This is Stampede Hockey on Kello, AM 1320, FM 107.9. Tri-City trailing Chicago 2-1, 18:35 just underway there in the third period. And at the end of 2, Sioux City hangs on with Cedar Rapids. They're tied at 3 through that second period. And, of course, the Force and Stampede tied at 1 after the Stampede got that huge victory last night with the Fighting Wiener Dogs label. And congratulations to Sioux Falls fandom as they set the record for an indoor sporting event at in a South Dakota event at 11,137. In the National Basketball Association, well, it is All-Star Weekend, and they are playing the All-Star game a little bit differently this year. They have the Team USA Stars versus the International Stars. So you got two teams playing a series of 3 or 4 mini games here, and they're going into the first overtime on the first mini game. So that one went into overtime here, and they're just getting set there as Team USA and Team World are tied at 34 in that one. Men's college basketball, not a whole lot going on again, but a top 25. We have number 8 Illinois defeating Indiana 71-51 in men's college basketball. On the women's side, we have number 7 Michigan defeating Michigan State 75-54 in the fourth period. And number 23 in Alabama and number 10 Oklahoma with a narrow lead 68-67 in the fourth quarter. Later on in women's college hoops, ACC, Florida State and number 9 Louisville, West Virginia and TCU, Oregon and Washington. Later on tonight in women's top 25. Switching over to the Olympics, the Milan Cortina Olympics. Ice hockey scores here. Men's finals in overtime. Switzerland beat Chechnya 4-3. And it was Denmark 4-2 over Latvia. Canada had a good time over France, 10-2 that final score. And at the end of one, currently going on, United States and Germany, U.S. leads 1-0 in that one. Women's giant slalom final, Italy took the gold. Norway got the silver, and Sweden also picking up silver as they had identical times there. The men's biathlon final, Sweden getting the gold, Norway, then France. Women's 10-kilometer pursuit final, Italy getting the gold there, Norway and Finland. As you'd expect, these countries have a lot of time in the winter to practice these type of events. Men's 4x7 km relay, Norway, France, and Italy once again leading the way. And then men's dual moguls final, Canada takes the gold there, Japan, then Australia. In skeleton, it is Great Britain, Germany, and then another German taking the other two, silver and bronze. Ski jumping, women's individual large hill final. Norway takes the gold and the silver, and then Slovenia gets the bronze. In snowboarding, Great Britain wins it. Italy, silver, France, bronze. And finally, the women's 500-meter speed skating. Hey, say hello to the Netherlands. They're getting the top 2 spots, gold and silver, and Japan picking up third place. One more note of interest here is PGA Tour AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. And through round 4 here, Seymour Awaka has a under 21 par advantage, tied with Mr. Lee, and Scheffler is third with -20, Fleetwood -20, and Burns -19. That's your top 5 in the PGA Tour Pro-Am from Pebble Beach. Back and look at a few more highlights as this is Stampede Hockey. They're tied against Fargo Force will have the second period coming up as well in just a few moments. This is Stampede Hockey.
It happened again. Forbes named First Dakota the best bank in South Dakota. We've been on their list 5 years in a row, but who's counting? Not us. We're too busy serving up the best customer experience in the region. Whether you need help financing your next
Dance was already here. Got a major shakeup at the top of the CBS Sports bracketology model. While the Michigan Wolverines remain the undisputed #1 overall seed after dominating UCLA, the rest of the top line is playing musical chairs. So the big news, Duke has officially leapfrogged Arizona for the #2 overall spot. Blue Devils took care of business against Clemson, and the metrics love them right now. They're sitting at #2 in both resume strength and predictive efficiency. Meanwhile, Arizona is reeling. The Wildcats dropped their second straight Saturday 78-75 overtime heartbreaker to Texas Tech. Arizona stays the #1 seed for now, but they've slipped to the 3rd spot in the hierarchy. And Texas Tech, talk about a giant killer. The Red Raiders have knocked off 3 of the 4 projected #1 seeds this season, and that moves them to a solid #3. Down in the SEC, the Florida Gators are becoming the team nobody wants to see in their region. After handling Kentucky 92-83, the Gators are sitting alone at the top of the SEC, and they have a #3 seed projection right now. So, hey, that March Madness tournament coming up soon here next month. So we're getting into spring pretty quickly here in these parts of the U.S. Back to second period hockey in just 90 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey on Hello.
On the ice, speed and precision make all the difference. In business.
Convenient place. Visit Orthopedic Institute now for the care you need when you need it. OrthopedicInstituteSF.com.
Just underway here in period #2. Puck rolled onto the goaltender Leonard Feldbergs. He makes a save. We get a face-off here to the right of Feldberg's stick side. Schultz in to take the draw against West. West ready here. Face-off won by the Stampede. Soller plays it out to center. Here comes Brent Solomon. Has got a roll away from him. Sisson back into his own end, and the Force have a little trouble into the corner. Laid off behind the net. Swung along to the far wall, and it's scooped up by McNamara. He'll turn in front of his own net. Now weave his way through traffic here. Around 2 defenders in front of his own bench and into the Stampede zone. Feeds it left side, Sisson into the corner. Shot rolling puck saved by Feldbergs. Rebound scooped up by Soller, and he goes the other way with it. Soller will backhand and send it all the way down. It's a little off there, and it's an icing call against the Stampede. Stampede come in tonight ranked second in the league in goals scored, averaging 4.2 per game. Fargo is just 11th. They're averaging just 2.98 per game, but they don't give up any goals. They're second best in the USHL at 2.61, and the Stampede are allowing 3 goals on average per game. So Fargo, we've talked about it here during the regular season series. They're 4-1 against the Stampede. They played the Stampede very well, and Fargo, they get a lead, they can kind of sit on it. They don't have to worry as much. So the Stampede don't want to allow that to happen. Here's Montero now into the zone with Soller. He'll cut back, top of the circle, waiting for some help here, and he'll just dump in as they will complete the change. Montero trying to track down his own pass. Off behind the goal. Fargo will chip it off the boards here, and backhand, they clear it ahead. In the hands of Marchenko, and he brings it over the line to the right side. Wrist shot high and over the net. Rattles off the glass, bouncing here. And it's picked up. Sioux Falls. Montero trying to play it, chops at it, and then goes back to center here. Now flip to the right wing wall. Butella sends it all the way in. Ongo trying to get there. He'll play it into the corner. Off behind the net. Jones, right side, holding on to it. This backhands, leaving it there for Sibnewski. Sibnewski drops here to the right side. Sibnewski waiting for it back, but picked up by Cherney. Cherney turns, shoots, that's blocked. And it'll be played by Macrina as he flips it, can't clear. Cherney keeps it in, left side to Cullen. Cullen's pass intercepted, and Sioux Falls the other way. Here's Soko getting it, poking it to center. Knocked away. Shots are 15-10 in favor of Sioux Falls here in this game. It's a 1-1 hockey game. And our Graham Tires second period, and we're glad to have you here with us as the puck goes back here behind the net. Bongo. Bongo up the right wing side, chipped off the boards, knocked down. Puck tied up here. Played and played ahead. Here's Deladoma's shot high and over the net. Omen trying to tie it up on the left side. Puck goes off behind the net. Soko will scoop it up. Sends it back into the corner. Bongo lays it here off the boards. Intercepted right side. The centering attempt knocked away. Laid back into the left wing corner. Lofgren shot tipped in there. That one just goes wide of the net. Fargo controlling here towards the net. Save made by Feldbergs. And Sioux Falls will chip it ahead. Macrina able to tap it ahead. No icing here, and the Stampede able to clear. 3 minutes into period number 2 here. Jim Olander with you. Jason March back inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. Here is Penner up ahead, sends it in, bouncing puck. Glove down, Manassa plays it behind the net. Now up the left wing wall. Chua goes around one. Chua into the corner, left wing side, kicks it behind the net. Has it tangled up, and now it's swung around to the near side. They'll play it. Played here by Mattern, and he'll bring it up the middle of the ice. Mattern into the offensive zone. Oakcheck rolling towards the net, knocked away, and Sioux Falls will come away with it. Here comes Renkowski up. Manassa over to Betzel. Betzel, wrist shot, kick save is made. Renkowski sends it back in along the wall. Off the boards here, it's fumbled, and it'll come out of the zone. Now that pass batted away, and it's played here up the right side. It in, we'll send it. Schultz has it. Schultz will play up the right wing wall to Betzel, and they flip it in. Racing after it, Solomon off behind the net, gets it to Schultz. Schultz behind the goal, now gets it back. Solomon tries to stuff it in, save made. Gets it a while, off his stick, he fires, and it just goes high and over the net. Bouncing behind the goal, swung around now by the Force. Sisson has it, and they'll get it out. Through the neutral zone, and ahead here, West slides it across ice. Into the right corner, play tangled up. Sioux Falls Schultz will get there. Off behind the net, Sisson has it knocked away. Weil coming after the puck, and now it is tipped, and Sioux Falls the other way. Here they come up the left side of Jans. He's got speed. Jans already won tonight, trying to center, but his pass intercepted. And Sisson had it batted away there by Prunty. The puck goes back here to the Fargo zone. Here the Herd have it. Solomon went off the linesman. Solomon gets tripped up there, and a save made. No call as Solomon is clearly hooked and tripped, and they have no call. Oh my goodness, how does that go uncalled? Nothing from the officials, 2 of them out there. And Coach Crothers, understandably so, wants an explanation. He gets hauled down, and neither official claims they saw it. I don't know what they're watching. He had the puck. And let's watch the replay here. Nothing called there. There's a stick underneath the legs, and, well, face off here. In the offensive zone, remains 5-on-5. Macrina trying to get to the puck. Picked back up here by Jones. He'll play to center. So will play it off the boards here. And now Montero, now it's to Zoko. Zoko wide to the left wing side. Cuts and rolls into the corner. Goes back behind the net. Trying to get to the puck here. Fargo will play it off the wall. And now Prunty to center. That's touched offside by Zoko. 14:43 to go. Timeout on the ice. We got a good one for you here. It's 1-1 here in the second. We'll be back with you in 60 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey. We'll keep it here, I guess. 14:43 to go in the second period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. The Stampede and Fargo will get you a scoreboard update here. As Muskegon leading at Youngstown 4-1. That would give them a 3-game sweep if the Phantoms on the road, if they are able to hold on for the victory. Tri-City has rallied, and they are now tied 2-2 with Chicago as they try to keep their winning ways going. Cedar Rapids and Sioux City, they are tied at 3 apiece. And that is your scoreboard update here with 14:43. So we come out of the timeout. We'll get a face-off here at center ice. At center ice as we await here the puck drop. Face-off at center. Schultz, Betzold out there. Won by the Stampede, left side. Rowdy plays it ahead, chips it up the left wing wall. Now sent in by Jans into the corner, trying to dig for it here. Betzold back behind the net. Now it's swung back around to the near side. Here's Schultz chasing after it, rolling puck, and it comes back out of the zone. Sent in by the force all the way down. Left side here, Jans back at his own end, just taps, oh boy, turned over. Browdy got tangled up there, and now we get a call. So no call before, now we get a tripping call here with 14:07 to go in the second period, and the Stampede are going to go on their second Prairie Farms power play of the night. As the trip against Nathan Deladona, and now it's a power play here for the Herd. Face off here to the right stick side of the goaltender White. Montero will win the draw. Played here to the right side for Rankowski. Backhands and sends it in. Left side to Zoko. Zoko gets it back into the corner. Played to Macrina. Off the wall. Pass intercepted. It's going to be sent all the way down. Played here. Prunty ahead with a puck here. Prunty right around the defense, gets tied up now. Macrina driving here in the slot, drops it back. They'll play to Rankowski. Minute 25 left on the power play. Left side, Rankowski, edge of the circle. Down low, waiting. Slides it back to Prunty. Can't hold it. It comes out of the zone. Now Zoko with the puck here, trying to go cross ice. That's intercepted. Zoko ahead with it through the neutral zone. Works to the right side of Macrina. Backdoor looking for Montero. Off the mark. Picked up off the wall by Fargo, and they send it the length of the ice. Minute left on the power play. Second unit on here for Sioux Falls. Rowdy ahead, drops the puck here. It's it, Betzold. Over the line, left side, give and go. Betzold turns, spins, centers, tipped, it's bouncing. Comes off the circle, and now it's going to be cleared all the way down. 33 seconds to go on the power play. Chance of Let's Go Stampede starting up, and Browdy ahead with it. Off the middle of the ice here, drops it back. Feeding it ahead, Solomon. Right side is Soller. Flips in, off a stick behind the net. Sioux Falls trying to get there, won't, and that's going to pretty much do the power play as it's cleared the length of the ice. And Stampede not able to muster much of anything here. 7 seconds left. Browdy off the middle of the ice. Right side is Soller off his skate. Into the corner. It's banked off the wall. Stampede knock it down. Penalty expires, but they have the puck in the offensive zone. Jacobson turns it over, though, and now here they come. The force the other way. Here comes Sisson over the line, feeds it in front, shot save, rebound knocked away. Big save by Feldbergs. Now back in front, Sisson's had it knocked away. He knocks down the shot from West. Now Kearney into the corner. Now they played in the slot. Look out, rolling here to Lindbergh. He'll go to the edge of the left circle behind the goal line. Omen on top of him. Trying to tie him up there. Poke checks it free. A stick goes flying. Puck now played into the corner. Comes back here into the hands of Kearney. Kearney plays it. Shot that's blocked. And between the legs, shot by West wide. 11:25 and counting to go. Here's Sisson. Now in the slot. Waits, turns, shoots. That one deflects up and out of play. 11:19 to go here. Shots 18-13. Favor of Sioux Falls. It's a 1-1 game. The Herd 0 for 2 and a couple on the power play. A couple big stops there by Feldbergs to deny the Force opportunity. Face-off draw here. It's going to be Schultz to take the face-off draw. One by the Force, sent in off behind the net. Picked up here. Stampede send it ahead all the way down. It's going to be icing. They're not going to get to it in time with 11:08 to go. Stampede back home this next weekend. Coming up on Saturday night, it's a special 7:05 start time. Yes, normally we start earlier, but an event here earlier in the day. They'll be transitioning throughout the afternoon to get this thing ready for hockey. So it'll be a 7:05 puck drop on Saturday night. That is next Saturday, and then next Sunday, a 4:05 start time against the Fargo Force again here. So these two teams a week from today will be doing this all over again. Face off here to the left of Feldbergs. Left side one here by the Force. It dumped in off behind the net. Swung around. It's into the corner with a Saturday, I should mention, the Omaha Lancers, the opponent. It's Hockey Talks Night, presented by 2 Men in a Truck. We'll be having specialty jerseys that'll be worn that'll benefit the Fight Like a Ninja Scholarship. Here's a big save again by Feldbergs. He gets a right pad on it to knock it away, and the Stampede clear the zone as we approach the midway point of this hockey game. And we're all knotted up at 1 apiece here. Laid into the zone here. Left side cross ice pass. Bouncing puck here. Backhanded here. Knocked away. Rankowski picks it up. We're going to get a penalty. We'll tell you about it when we come back. We're back in 30 seconds. Herd on the penalty kill when we return. This is Stampede Hockey. 10:23 to go, second period, second power play of the night for Fargo. They've already scored on their first power play attempt. Now get another. They are 11th in the league coming in at 19.2%, but against Sioux Falls, they've done well, and the puck comes out to the right point. Ernie. Fargo is the one in the box. Sisson sends it in front, shot and a save. West was right there. Luckily, Feldbergs makes a save, and the Stampede clear the zone. White off behind the net. Leaves it behind the goal. Midway point of this hockey game, and it's a good one, 1-1, but Fargo looking to take their first lead. They'll play it out to the left point. Off the stick. Played by Lofgren. He'll go to the right side. Into the right corner here. Played there by Jones. Back up top. Lofgren back door. Oh, what a save by Feldbergs. Knocked away. He slid across and made a tremendous stop there. Now here's a one-timer and a save made again. And the Herd clear it off the glass and out of the zone. A huge clear and huge stops there by Feldbergs. Now behind the net. Fargo still 55 on the power play. They'll work it ahead. Lofgren brings it in, drops it back for West, knocked away. Sioux Falls gets it back. Soko up the right wing side, shorthanded with Solomon, tries to feed it to him. He gets it, turns it, tries to shoot, but it's knocked away. Pass was just a little behind him. Now here comes Fargo back into the Herd zone. Jones wide to the right side. Lays it out to the right point. Lindbergh will set it up here. Left side, 30 left on the power play. Lindbergh left point. Edge of the circle, Delladonna back to Lindbergh. Swings it to the right side. Into the hands here of McNamara. Will play. McNamara gets it back. Edge of the circle. Waiting. Lindbergh. High slot. Holds. Back to the right circle. Left side. Delladonna shot and a save made. As Feldbergs gets a left pad on it and swipes it there with the glove to gain the whistle. 8:34 to go in the second period. 12 seconds left on the power play for Fargo and the Stampede. Feldberg's their best penalty killer right now, making some big stops. Rankowski set to take the face-off draw here. Cullen taking it for Fargo here. Won by the force. Lindbergh. Shot through traffic. Oh, went off the back of McNamara's head. And he has to shake that off. The final seconds tick off. Bongo back onto the ice. Herd kill it off. That's a big kill. And they get the puck up and out of the zone. Here comes Jans with it into the offensive zone. Drops it for Rankowski. Rankowski shot wide of the net. Lays it into the corner. Betzold trying to knock it down. Pass intercepted. Played by the force out to center. Then they'll backhand and send it ahead here as Prunty flips it into the Fargo zone. Omen giving chase after it here. Had that one stripped away. Now picked back up by Cullen. He backhands it into the corner. On the left wing wall. Off behind the net. Tor bumped off the puck. Schultz comes in. Schultz with it. Feldberg's lost his stick. He will not be able to get it yet because it's intercepted at center, and he does not have his stick. Here it's played along the wall, now sent all the way in. Feldberg's behind the net, just going to have to watch it and leave it. Jacobson delivers ahead. Tied up here along the wall. Sioux Falls Omen trying to clear. They can't. Still Feldberg's without a stick. Played back in front, now knocked away by Schultz, and it's picked up now. He'll be able to get it as Betzold travels it out of the zone and flips it in. And a save made there. Black Lindbergh. Played out to center. Sangadin flips it in here, trying to get to the puck. Rankowski rolls it back to Bongo. Under 7 to play here in the second period. 1-1 game as it's sent in off a Fargo skate. White behind his own net. Swings it around here to the near side. Left wing boards now back out through center. Cross ice. Sent all the way down. Browdy chips it off the glass and out of the zone. Fargo gets it back. Tess sends it over the line. High slot. Butella drops it. Jack kicks in. Butella rebound. Another big save made by Feldbergs. Sliding across, and now all heck breaking loose in front of the Stampede goal as they defend their goaltender, and I think the Herd are going to be shorthanded when we come back because of it. They are arguing, and I think we're shorthanded again when we return. We'll tell you when we come back in 60 seconds. 1-1. This is Stampede Hockey.
News Talk 1320, 107.9. Now let's head back to the arena with Jimmy O.
6:31 to go here in the second period. Power play again for Fargo. Their third power play, and now back-to-back after Feldberg's made a tremendous stop. Rowdy comes in. And he gets flagged for a penalty here after the whistle. So he was pulling one of the players off of Feldberg's, and he ends up getting flagged for a cross-checking call, and Sioux Falls shorthanded again here. So not where the Herd want to be as the Force get the puck and it comes out of the zone. Now intercepted by Solomon. Shorthanded, but they would have been offside because Zoko was already in the zone. Solomon now reaching after it, but the Force will play it ahead. Here comes Jones. Racing up the middle of the ice, over the line, up the right wing side. Centering here, tipped off his stick. It's the side of the net, and now checked into the boards was Bongo. It's still tied up. Zoko has it. He'll hammer it and send it all the way down. Good clear there. 5:47 to go in the period. 1:15 on the power play for Fargo. Force will play it ahead. Graham Jones in over the line. Behind the net, Wild trying to slow it down. Picked up by Grimes. Chips it off the glass, and it will bounce out of the zone. Circled back here. Turney has it back at his own end. Out to center. Drops it back and gets it ahead. Lofgren over the line. Look out. Right side, they center. It's off a stick into the corner. Played by West. He plays it off the glass. Bouncing Grimes is there. He chops, but it deflects up and out of play, and that'll bring a face-off back in the Stampede zone here. 41 seconds left on the power play. 5:11 to go in the second period. Get a face-off draw. One final to pass along in the games here. Got a Muskegon win 5-2 over Youngstown, so they win all three games from the Phantoms. Face-off won here by the Force. Belladonna plays it. Right side, Lindbergh. Belladonna plays it. Holding it. 27 left on the power play as they'll work it around. Back out to the right point. Played here by McNamara down low. They played into the corner. Now back here, Lindbergh. Left side, right point. Feeding it there to McNamara. Back to Lindbergh. 11 on the power play. Left side, one-timer. Shot save. Bouncing puck rebound. Batted away, and it's cleared out of the zone. Final seconds here on the penalty to Browdy, and the Herd have killed it off. Another successful kill, but here come the Force again. Belladonna shot in front is blocked, and it's knocked down. Schultz picks it up. He'll flip it ahead. Cullen knocks it down, and they send it all the way in. Played behind the goal. Off the wall, Rankowski. Up over the line, and they dump it in, and a save is made. 4:07 to go here in the second period. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We're back in 30. This is Stampede. Face-off try here. Zoko in to take the draw. Montero had that one stripped away, and it's picked back up. Ahead by Matter. He'll play it in. Edge of the left circle. Now it's picked back up here. Sioux Falls. Grimes playing it. Left wing wall and out to center. Bouncing puck here. Laid up the right wing wall. Sangadin over the line to the right side. Flips it back here. Off behind the net. Sioux Falls. Zoko with it. Arging ahead into the zone here. Zoko spins back, gets it. Jacobson's got room. Right dot, fires it. A save made. Rebound, he shoots. That one hits behind White. It's loose, but it's covered. And White holds on, and then Macrina gets hit. And a little extra pushing and shoving. Macrina still tied up there. As he gets tied up with Mattern. And looks like the Force are going to get a penalty out of it. Mattern shoved him right in the face. A high sticking call against Mattern. So now a Prairie Farms power play for Sioux Falls. Their third of the night. They're 0 for 2. And a golden opportunity here with 3:27 left in the second. Here comes Montero, Rankowski, Zoko, Macrina, and Grimes. Zoko ready, face off one here. Montero trying to get to the puck is sent ahead and all the way down. Off behind the net, Feldbergs. Stops it. Stampede with it back here. Weaving through is Grimes. Drops it to Zoko. Into the offensive end. We drop it. We turn it over, and the Force get it to center. Cullen chasing after it. Grimes on the wall, right side, just tries to dump it in. Macrina will pick it up, and first 30 seconds already ticked away on this penalty. Or power play for Sioux Falls. Nice job by the Force's test there to put pressure on. He's still applying pressure, and Stampede having trouble getting out. Fargo's able to do a change. Here's Grimes at center. Drops it for Zoko. Zoko weaving through. It's at the line, and it's out. And that was close. I didn't think it came out. Brothers and company didn't think so either. And it's called offside. Now to be Sollers. Looks like it'll be a play here as it's sent all the way in. And Sioux Falls plays it ahead. Here's Chua leaving it for Betzel. Betzel to Chua into the offensive end. Betzel has it, slides it across, shot. Omen scores! Tic-tac-toe! Power play goal! And the Stampede take a 2-1 lead. A beautiful play. And Omen finishes it for the Herd. Tobias Omen on the back door buries it, and the Herd have regained the lead. It's 2-1. Perfect pass, perfect play, and the Stampede take the lead back.
Scored by number 16, Tobias Omen, his 11th of the season. Assist to number 74, Ryder Betzold, and number 71, Christian Chua. That's Omen from Betzold and Chua.
So there you go, a 2-1 lead now. Still 2 minutes to go here in the contest, or in the period. Here's Fargo, dumps it back in. Sioux Falls will play it ahead. Here comes Chua. Left side, gets it Omen. Little give and go. Chua spins, tries to center. Knocked away, and it's played off the wall and out of the zone. Jacobson with it. Lays it to Schultz. Flips it all the way in. 90 seconds to go. So puck played behind the net. Omen has it, looking, gets it. Jacobson shot, a save made. Now back out of the high slot. Manassa plays to Betzel, toward the net, deflected, save, rebound, scored, but the helmet came off. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. His helmet came off, A.J. White. And because of it, it's an automatic whistle for obviously safety concerns. And it literally took a goal away because Renkowski was there and just had to tap it in. The helmet flies off. Renkowski was there, but obviously the goaltender helmet comes off. You can't do much about this. An unlucky break. Or it would have been 3-1. Minute 7 left in the second period here. Betzold ready here for the face-off draw with Renkowski out there. Is here Omen. Off behind the net. Missing after it. Betzold knocked down, and the whistle here as the puck comes up and out of play. 58 seconds to go in the period. Sioux Falls leading it 2-1 here in a battle for first. These two teams will be back at it next Sunday at 4:05 p.m. Fargo will head down to Lincoln next weekend and then come here on Sunday. The Stampede will play a home game Saturday for Hockey Talks night against Omaha. Face-off draw coming up here as Renkowski takes a stick right to the face. Off the face-off and no call. Puck goes back into the corner. Right side, Omen behind the net. Trying to get to it. Flipped here behind the net. Spun around here on the right side. Betzold plays it. Jacobson gets it to Betzold. He's twisted around. 37 seconds and counting left in the period as it'll come free out of the zone. Jacobson sends it cross ice. Gets it. It's dumped in. Off behind the net. White leaves it. Puck play to the far side. Picked up here. That one knocked down. It's played. Soko trying to go the other way with it. He flips it into the corner. 15 to go. Off behind the net. Picked up there by the force. Macrina trying to get a piece of it. Has it on the backhand. Rolled away from him now. He's tied up along the wall. 7 seconds to go. They're just going to get it with a force. They'll play it ahead. And McNamara will look here as he just dumps it in. And the horn will sound and the period comes to an end. But a late goal by the Herd gives them the lead back. And Sioux Falls has a 2-1 lead at the end of 40 minutes of hockey. We said it would be a good one, and it has been so far. A 2-1 score here. And still a long ways to go. We'll have our intermission report and still 20 minutes of hockey yet minimum to be played here, as the third period will be coming up for you. And we'll have your Innovative Office Solutions second intermission report coming up in just a moment. We'll have a short timeout, hear from some of our great partners that support this broadcast. Then after that will be a Fox News update. Get the latest sports, or excuse me, the latest headlines from around the country and the world from our friends from Fox News. Then it'll be Jason March back inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. He will get you up to date on everything you need to know. He'll do that with a update of the scores. First Premier Bank Card out-of-town scoreboard. I think all 3 games are completed, so I won't ruin it here for Jason. He'll have the final scores for you coming up, and then he'll get you the latest Olympic news. USA Hockey wins, plus the latest sports headlines, and then we'll all come back here for period number 2 between Sioux Falls and Fargo. Expecting a good one here and a great finish. Should be a fun one here, so don't touch that dial. Shots are even. The score is 2-1 in favor of Sioux Falls here after 2. We'll take a timeout, but stick around when we come back. It's a Fox News update and part of our Innovative Office Solutions intermission report. So stay with us. This is Stampede Hockey.
Caring.
flashiest getaway in the desert are all one ticket scan, one seatbelt snap, and one liftoff away. Sioux Falls Regional Airport, with direct flights to Florida, Denver, Vegas, and more. Go to sfairport.com.
Possible breakthrough in the Nancy Guthrie case. I'm Kathleen Maloney, Fox News. A glove containing DNA was collected from a location not far from Nancy Guthrie's Tucson home.
This glove or gloves were found in a field by the side of the road about 2 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's house. This glove or gloves are now being tested by that lab in Florida, and authorities say that it looks similar to the gloves that were worn by the suspect who was caught on that doorbell surveillance camera footage. Now, according to the FBI, the preliminary results are now in, and they're waiting on official confirmation before putting the unknown male profile into the FBI's DNA database called CODIS. This process typically takes about 24 hours from when the FBI receives DNA. If the FBI gets a DNA hit, it could help identify the suspect.
Fox's Max Gordon. The Department of Homeland Security is unfunded and will likely remain that way for at least the next week. Fox's Gernal Scott explains.
Alabama GOP Senator Katie Britt said while Democrats seek changes in ICE enforcement, they've missed the big picture.
They know that ICE and CBP will continue to be funded throughout this, but they know that the other things that keep Americans safe will not.
She refers to agencies such as FEMA, the Coast Guard, and TSA. Delaware Democratic Senator Chris Coons said a deal for federal agents to use body cams and remove masks can make this
a hopefully temporary disagreement over the standards of conduct of the officers who operate under the Department of Homeland Security.
Both senators were on Fox News Sunday. No deal is likely this week with the House and Senate in recess. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
The Pentagon reports U.S. military forces boarded another sanctioned tanker in the Indian Ocean coming from the Caribbean Sea in an ongoing effort to stop illicit oil connected to Venezuela. America is listening to Fox News.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Department of Homeland Security confirming to Fox News that it plans to expand immigration detention facilities across the nation. The agency has purchased a warehouse 60 miles north of New York City.
This warehouse purchase in Chester, New York is one of the latest in a string of similar transactions made by DHS as the agency looks to boost detention space across the country and ramp up deportations. There's growing pushback in communities where these warehouses are located, and Chester, New York is no exception. This week, more than 50 elected officials signed a bipartisan letter asking DHS to reconsider using this old auto parts warehouse as a future center. The letter lays out a series of economic, environmental, and safety concerns they have about ICE expanding into the community.
Fox's CB Cotton with that report. An update on the Board of Peace and Gaza coming today from President Trump. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson with the details.
President Trump announcing that the initial meeting of the Board of Peace will be taking place this Thursday in Washington. About 20 countries have signed on and will be in Washington, along with the King of Bahrain, the first Arab leader to pledge his participation. He says he will be in Washington. And President Trump taking a Truth Social, announcing this news, saying, quote, on February 19th, we will announce that member states have pledged more than $5 billion toward the Gaza humanitarian reconstruction efforts and have committed thousands of personnel to the ISF to maintain security for Gazans.
The president also emphasizing Hamas must uphold its commitment to the deal. Iran's top diplomat is traveling from Tehran to Geneva, where the second round of nuclear negotiations with the U.S. will be taking place. This after a first round of indirect talks took place in Oman last week. President Trump has repeatedly threatened to use force to compel Iran to agree to constrain its nuclear program. I'm Kathleen Maloney. This is Fox News.
You don't have to go far to go far. Join the Air National Guard and serve both your state and country your way. With 100% college tuition assistance, part-time jobs with full-time benefits, and opportunities for worldwide travel, you can build a rewarding career on your terms. Break away from the norm. Call or text Technical Sergeant Jordan Hohenstein at 359-9920 today.
Ready to travel time without the flux capacitor? On Friday, April 17th, Royal River Casino is dialing it back to rock's golden era with John Wayne. Yeah, the guy who was missing you. And John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, the legends behind On the Dark Side. 2 icons, one night. Felt the lyrics like no one's listening. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. Tickets start at just $40. So come on, let's make nostalgia loud. Royal River Casino, must be 21.
Are you looking to amplify productivity wherever you're working? From cleaning and facility supplies to furniture and design and everything in between, Innovative Office Solutions is here to make sure you have all the essentials you need to stay productive. Order online and get items delivered right to your door when you need it. Go to innovativeos.com to get started today. Innovative Office Solutions is the hometown provider of office essentials and branded apparel for the Sioux Falls Stampede. Are you all in?
Can't commit to every game but still want Stampede hockey and big savings? Then Stampede Flexbook tickets are for you. Flexbooks give you 10 ticket vouchers. Use them however you want for any games, anytime. Bring friends, bring family, or save them all for yourself. The choice is yours. Tickets start as low as $10 each, and you can choose any price level. Flex your fandom your way and never miss the action when it works for you. Don't wait. Call 275-4625 or visit sfstampede.com today.
Hey, Stampede fans. Sioux Sports is now part of the Vernite family. Sioux Sports at Vernite Marine. Come on in and check out our great selection of Ranger boats, known for high quality, performance, and durability. Ranger boats are ready to hit the water when you are. Find us at 4501 East Arrowhead Parkway in Sioux Falls. You can also check us out online anytime at VerniteMarine.com. Same great service, and now a wider selection of Ranger boats to choose from. Set your course now for Sioux Sports at Vernite Marine, your place for all things Ranger.
And Sioux Falls plays it ahead. Here's Chua, leaving it for Betzel. Betzel to Chua, into the offensive end. Betzel has it, slides it across, shot, Omen scores! Tic-tac-toe! Power play goal! And the Stampede take a 2-1 lead.
The go-ahead goal for the Stampede here tonight. After 2 periods, the Stampede lead the Fargo Force 2-1 at the Denny Sanford Premier Center on this beautiful night here in mid-February, as this is Jason March in the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios and the second intermission report. And we're going to look at a couple USHL scores that we had earlier today. And the other 2 are finals here. The other 3, I should say, are finals. Youngstown was defeated by Muskegon 5-2, and Tri-City 4-3 over Chicago. And in the shootout, Cedar Rapids beat Sioux City 4-3. That's your USHL scoreboard. Quick turnaround here. We're going to have the third period in just a few moments, but we'll listen to some more sponsors. This is Stampede Hockey on Kello News Talk, AM 1320, 107.9 FM.
There's a million reasons why I love Buff City Soap. We hand make our soaps every day with plant-based goodies that delight your skin and your nose. No harsh chemicals or animal fats. At Buff City Soap, everything looks incredible and smells wonderful with fun scents like Narcissist. And good morning, sunshine. Buff City Soap, plant-based, handmade daily, so you can smell wonderful. Stop by one of our soap makeries today.
Build life-saving fire trucks at Rosenbauer. Rosenbauer America has been building life-saving fire apparatus for over 40 years in the Sioux Falls area. On-the-job training is available for most positions, and we need dedicated, responsible individuals to help us on our mission of saving lives and protecting property. Every moment counts at Rosenbauer, and every member of our team is treated just as importantly. Be part of something that matters. Go to buildfiretrucks.com to apply today.
Prairie Farms is honoring the heroes who serve our communities. We're proud to commit $250,000 to the Folds of Honor Foundation.
All right, I'll bring you out. I'll talk you in.
Families of fallen or disabled service members and first responders. Look for special Folds of Honor labels on Prairie Farms white milk gallons and half gallons at your local grocery store. Then visit prairiefarms.com to learn more. Help us support those who sacrifice so much by choosing locally made, naturally delicious Prairie Farms milk.
And it is 17:50 or 5:50 p.m. local time here in Sioux Falls. Jason March here at the Dive Game Night Restaurant Studios. Jim Olander will be along with the third period of the Stampede and Fargo Force in just a few moments as they're getting ready to drop the puck for third period of action. And just a recap of some Winter Olympics scores right now. Ice hockey, it was 4-3 Switzerland over Chechnya. And then Denmark downed Latvia 4-2. Canada all over France 10-2. And the U.S. in a final go to undefeated in play 5-1 over Germany here earlier this evening. So that should wrap it up here for the second intermission report. We're going to send it out now to the Denny Sanford Premier Center as Jim Olander will have the call of the third period, Sioux Falls and Fargo. Jim, are you with us?
I'm here, Jason.
And you are ready to go, sir.
All right, thank you. It's getting ready here for the third period here. Still a few minutes away from the puck drop as the players come back onto the ice. Sioux Falls leading it 2-1. Shots in that period were 16-9 in favor of Fargo, but the Stampede were the ones that ended up getting the only goal. Tobias Ullman scores his 11th of the year from Betzold and Shua on the power play at 17:47. That was their only goal. And now we come back in for the final stanza here in this battle for first place between Sioux Falls and Fargo. For period number 3, brought to you by our friends from Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital and the Orthopedic Institute. Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital and the Orthopedic Institute are the official sports medicine team of your Sioux Falls Stampede. Appreciate all they do to keep our boys healthy and safe all season long. All right. Getting ready now for the puck drop. There's the face-off here at center ice. Schultz, Solomon out there with Soller, Weil, and Grimes. The puck played and sent in. Grimes giving chase after it. Off behind the net he goes. He'll swing it around. Laid back ahead. Here's Solomon up the right wing wall with speed. Has it backhand right to the crease. Schultz got hooked as he tried to get his stick down, and the Stampede are going to have an early Prairie Farms power play as Schultz got hooked on the play. Hurd got one late in the period there. And now 1 for 3. They'll get their fourth opportunity. Great hustle by Solomon, great hustle by Schultz to get there, and then not a bad penalty to take if you're Fargo in that situation. He might have been a tap away from making it a 3-1 game. So Ullman and company, they get to go right back out there after scoring that power play goal. So Solomon's out there with Chua, Ullman, Betzold. And the Herd will play it. Prunty out there as well. Prunty brings it and drops it. Gets it to Betzold. Brings it over the line, Ullman. Left side center. Loose puck go. Chua fanned on it. The puck's cleared out of the zone. Nearly hit the linesman. Goes all the way down. Now picked up here. Here's Prunty off the middle of the ice here. Into the offensive zone. Wide to the right. That one tipped away and it's sent all the way back in. Off behind the net. Feldberg stops it. Picked up here by the Stampede's Browdy, and Sioux Falls will reset the units here. 1:05 left on the power play. Renkowski tipping. Gets it here for Zoko. Over the line, Zoko tried to headman it to Renkowski. Too far off the back wall. Tied up in the right corner. Digging for it. Has it tangled up. Zoko gets it. Looks. Zoko in the corner has it tied up. Now it'll come back out there. Macrina couldn't get to it, and the Force will get it ahead. Up the left wing wall. Cullen up left circle. Moves in. Shot, a save made by Feldbergs. He holds on. Face off here deep in the Stampede zone. Sioux Falls back at it Saturday against the Omaha Lancers. It'll be a 7:05 start time. Note the 1 hour later start than normal on a Saturday. And Sunday, back come the Fargo Force to town. All right, 32 on the power play. Prunty. Opposite of Solomon. To Betzold, and he weaves in. Gets it to Ullman. Over to Betzold. On the left wing wall. Puck is hammered, and they will send it to the Force all the way down. 15 seconds to go. Time for one more rush. Prunty works it ahead. Gets it to Ullman, and he sends it in. Right side, Chua. Chua waiting behind the net, tying it up in the corner. Penalty expires, and the puck is cleared out of the zone. 1 for 4 on the power play tonight. Puck sent in. It'll be reached here by Marchenko, and he plays it off the wall, knocked down. Manassa sends it in, gloved down by White. Scooped up by the Force. Way back up the right wing wall to West. West through the neutral zone. Brings it across the line. Dumps it all the way in. Manassa plays it to the far side. Tipped, and it's played back here. Here's Schultz. Off the right wing wall. Dumping it in. Blocker save made. Rebound. Hey, Jacobson rips one wide. Rebound hits into the corner. Schultz trying to get to it. Played by the Force off the wall. Sisson will play it ahead, and West the other way. Here's West wide to the right side. Wrist shot and a blocker save made. The puck bounces, and it's sent all the way down. Soller chasing after it. Flip to the far side, and now it's played here. Lofgren. He'll get it out to center. Back in over the line. Poke check by Weil. Collision here. They try to force it ahead, and now it's picked back up. Montero swings it over to Grimes. Now played ahead here by Zoko. Zoko wrist shot, and a save is made. 16:26 to go. Those other final scores tonight. Muskegon 3-game sweep of Youngstown tonight. Tri-City in overtime over Chicago 4-3. And Sioux City falls in a shootout tonight 4-3. They get a point in that game. Face-off draw here. Ready to take the draw is Montero. And Fargo will. Cullen's going to get tossed. Wants to know why. Sent out of the circle. Face-off here. Montero ready to go again. Off behind the net. Picked up Lindbergh. Off the wall. Knocked down. Sioux Falls. Gets it and sends it in. Montero giving chase into the right wing corner. Trying to get to it. Zoko off behind the net. Left side for Grimes. Grimes shot blocked. Picked up here by Cullen. He gets it ahead. Stops it. Trying to work it. Butella into the offensive zone. Flips it into the right wing corner here. Grimes flips it to the far wall. It'll come all the way back out. Lofgren will send it along the boards here, and they send it in. Off behind the net. Stopped by Feldbergs. Sioux Falls, long outlet pass. Zoko, they try to play it ahead to Montero, and he dumps in. Picked right back up by the Force, and they will transition ahead to center. Nice back check picked up by Betzold into the offensive zone. Betzold left circle, moves in, shoots, and he shot it too high. Goes over the net, but good hustle and good opportunity there. Puck now sent back ahead by the Force out of the zone. Zibniewski sends it all the way down. Scoop there by Renkowski. He'll flip it and get it out to center, and they work it ahead. Played here on the left side. Pass intercepted. Picked back up by Tess. Tess, far left wing wall. Bongo trying to get to it. Edge of the left circle. Flipped all the way in. Off the boards here. Deladonna plays it. That one goes wide. Now into the corner here. Off behind the net. Kicking at it. Bongo trying to clear. It's still tangled up. Betzold behind the goal. Lays it off the wall, and Sioux Falls gets it. Rankowski ahead to Omen, sends it all the way down. Right back up the right wing wall. LaDonna plays it along the boards here. Chipped in there, knocked down. Sioux Falls with it. Soller tips it here. Solomon the other way. Solomon had it knocked down, and now it's intercepted. Back comes Fargo the other way as it's Penner into the zone. Look out, he'll send it across. Nice stop. Manassa knocked it away, and the Herd the other way. Here they come. Solomon in the zone, shoots, glove save. Soller was there. Solomon took the shot, and the glove save was made. And it remains a 2-1 game. 14:03 to go. Third period, timeout on the ice. We're back at 60. This is Stampede Hockey. Face-off draw here. Right stick side of the goaltender. White. Sioux Falls putting pressure on. Trying to add to their lead here. Just a one-goal game. Grimes off the draw. Shot blocked. Solomon giving chase after it. Sent all the way in. Rolls. Be icing here against Fargo. And we'll do it all over again. Offensive zone face-off here. Sioux Falls face-off here. Left side here for A.J. White, glove side. Schultz, Soller. Solomon out there. Off behind the net. Fargo will backhand and send it out of the zone. Picked up and flipped ahead into the zone. Solomon gets it here. Nice pass. Schultz, no one there. Try to play it to the point, but nobody was home, and the force will come the other way. Sisson around one defender. Sisson to the net. Backhand sends it in front right to the crease and wide. Now picked up by Lindbergh. Back to Sisson and tipped behind the net. Grimes trying to clear it. Knocked away. Played back into the slot. Shot saved by Feldberg's bouncing puck. Rebound. They score. It rolled on the goal line. Grimes couldn't knock it away. The Force were there, and they backhand the rebound in. It's a tie game at 2. As Mason West was Johnny on the spot, he puts it home. And Fargo has tied this game at 2 on an unfortunate bounce. Grimes didn't get the clear there. They get it back in front. You'll see it here. Rolls off of Grimes. He dove into the net to try and knock it away, but West was there. And unfortunate, just bad bounce for Sioux Falls, and it's a 2-2 game. So Fargo playing it ahead, sends it all the way down, and there is an icing call against the Herd. 13:11 to go here. Off here deep in the Stampede zone. And the Herd did not like that icing call, but Stands in the faceoff here, won by the Force. Sioux Falls will get it out of there. Back here. Renkowski can't get to it. Chasing after it, Bongo swipes it at the wall. Now it bounces here into the corner for Browdy. He looks to play across ice. Was trying to find it to Chua. Bouncing puck here. Played here to the right side. Ahead, Marchenko will just send it ahead here. Now it's played by the Stampede. Montero backhands and flips it in. Fargo Lindbergh gets it back out to center. Sent in Jacobson. Swings it along the far wall. Montero with the puck. Off the wall. Have it knocked down. It's picked back up and they send it all the way down. Played back around the near side. Lindbergh chips it off the wall. Macrina intercepts Macrina. Left wing wall. Backhand in front right through the crease and that's knocked away. And the Force will get it back out to center. Played ahead here by Jones. In over the line. Cullen has it. Flip to the far side. Schultz trying to get to it. Jacobson comes over. Puck played behind the net. They'll try to turn it center. Cullen is tied up there. Manassa knocking it down. Nice effort there by the Stampede to tie it up. Jacobson gets tossed into the corner. Puck comes free out of the right point, and Jones has it for the Force. They hold on. One-time blast shot, and they score. One-timer into the back of the net. Marchenko, and just like that, Fargo has the lead. It's 3-2 with 11:33 to go in the third period. Just teed it up, and Feldbergs never saw it. By the time he did, it went past his glove side and into the net, and it's a 3-2 game. So, face-off here won by the Stampede. Grimes. So now the Herd have work to do, and now just 11:25 to go in the hockey game, and how things have quickly changed here. Mason West scored at 6:49, and now Marchenko gets his second of the year at 8:27. And now Fargo has the lead on Sioux Falls. Renkowski shot blocked. Puck bouncing in front. Goes back into the edge of the corner. Off behind the net. Betzel trying to reach for it here. Has it out to the right point. Played and stripped away. Betzel goes back into his own zone to get it. He turns it over. He gets back though there. Nice back check and got it back. Goes cross ice in front of the Stampede bench. Renkowski backhanding and sending it in. Ullman chasing after it. Played here to the right side. Wrist shot deflected. Goes taps back behind the net. Browdy has it along the edge of the left circle. Zoko turns, shoots, and a save made. Rebound Browdy. Sends it back in behind the goal. Flipped into the corner. Ullman picks it up. He'll get it here on the right side. Stampede into the slot. Betzold shot. That goes wide. Rebound Browdy. Sends it in. There's Zoko. Out to the left circle. Out to Bongo. He fires. Goes off the skate and wide of the net. Now back into the corner. Zoko feeds to Betzold behind the goal line. He gets it back out to Browdy left point. Browdy looking for help. He'll just send it off the wall. And Wall into the right corner. Picked up by Bongo. Trying to feed it in front. Unable to. And now Marchenko off the wall. They're able to clear it, and it's sent all the way out of the zone. Urge Browdy. Gets it here to Chua. Chua gliding back behind the net. Spins back with it. Centers in front for Jans, but it's knocked away and it'll come out of the zone. Now sent all the way back in. Here's Manassa back behind the goal. Into the corner. Had it knocked down. Schultz trying to chase after it. He gets tied up. 9:35 and counting to go here in the third. Puck comes loose. Browdy. Long pass. Gets it to Schultz. Taps it into the offensive zone. No icing here. Cherney behind the net for Fargo. Turns. has it up the middle of the ice and now goes wide here through the neutral zone and will just dump it in. Right behind the net, Feldbergs to Schultz. Off the wall. Left wing side, here they come. Chua spins, centers, tipped it, a save is made as White bobbled it but able to cover and gained the whistle. Timeout on the ice, get the Rally Caps going. 9:01 to go here in the hockey game. The Herd down by a goal. We're back with you in 60 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey.
News Talk 1320 107.9.
3-2. Our score here. Herd down by a goal. Solomon off the draw. Picked up here by Zoko. Comes off. Here's Zoko. Just dumps it in. White swipes it away. Cherney has the puck on the right wing side, flips it off the boards, knocks it down. Back out through center, and Fargo will knock it off the wall and back in. Prunty giving chase after it. Off behind the net, swung back around to the right side. Here's a shot through traffic save made. Rebound turnaround, and there is a stop. Cullen was on the doorstep, and Feldbergs makes the save with 8:29 to go here in the third period. Fargo now leading by 1. Still plenty of time left here, but Fargo doesn't give up much. The Herd going to have to try and claw their way back, or the Force will have their 5th win of the season against Sioux Falls. Here's the face-off, won by the Stampede. Butella knocks it down, shot in front, tipped away. Macrina lays it. Trying to force it ahead. Puck bouncing down. Manassa has it. Stampede bank it off the wall, and now it's sent in. Played back here. Manassa has it tied up. Played Rankowski. Montero out through center. Jacobson plays it over the line, and now it's flipped back out. Bouncing puck. Jacobson into the zone. Has it tied up back behind the net. Manassa swings to Montero. Trying to force it the other way as they're tied up. Betzold has it knocked down, and it's flipped all the way in. Off behind the net. Feldbergs will just swipe at it to the far wall. Puck behind the net. They'll try to center. Backhand shot blocked. Pick back up between the circles. Lindbergh has it for Fargo. Back into the corner. Positioning. Sagaden has it. Sagaden around Jacobson. Plays it back to Lindbergh at the right point. Swings it left side. Cherney back here. They backhand behind the net. A centering attempt intercepted by Montero. He flips it high into the air, and they'll get it. Bouncing all the way into the zone. Chasing after it's Betzold, but the Force have possession. And they're going to have time to get it to center and all the way down. Fargo will do a change. Feldberg's behind the net, leaving it. Here's Browdy. 7 minutes to go in regulation. Browdy weaving his way through. Gets it to Ullman. Ullman left wing side. Off behind the net. Betzold has the puck back out to the right point. It's kept in, but it's blocked, and Lofgren will just ship it off the wall and out. Now it's center. Cullen has it for Fargo in front of the Stampede bench. They dump in. Feldberg stops it behind the goal. Swings it to Browdy. Now gets it to Ullman. That one tied up along the wall, and Sioux Falls gets it back here. Here is Zoko into the corner. Chua has it. Left wing wall. Chua gets it back. He'll cut in front. Had a roll off his stick and knocked away. Out backhanded. Off the wall, and there it's cleared by Fargo out of the zone. Just over 6 minutes to go in the hockey game. Sioux Falls trailing by 1. 3-2. Fargo leads. Grimes out to center. Glove down as a pass. Butella the other way. Butella wide to the right side, and the shot goes wide. Off the boards and out. Horse will send it ahead and in. And it hits a Stampede player on the bench, so the faceoff will come back here in the neutral zone. 5:55 to go in the third. Sioux Falls will get Schultz back out there with Jans. And now Solomon. As they win the draw, and it's picked up here. Grimes. Grimes up the left wing wall. Whipped in behind the net into the corner. Solomon can't get to it, and the puck is knocked down. Right ahead all the way in. Weil lays the puck back at his own end. Around the wall to Schultz. Schultz will backhand. Pass batted down. Comes back to Weil, and Weil has his pass intercepted. Butella trying to play it in. Has it knocked away. Schultz. Weil laid up the right side, and now it's sent all the way in by Macrina. Macrina flips it into the corner. Macrina ties it up, trying to not get free. Fargo will get it out to center, and Butella sends it all the way in. Jacobson reaching for the puck here. He'll weave his way through traffic. Jacobson has it, drops it, and it's sent in. Glove down by White. He will be able to play it. Under 5 to go in the hockey game. Herd need 1 to tie. Here's West into the Stampede zone. Jacobson cuts him off. Flips to the firewall. That's batted down though by Sisson. And tangled up here. Off behind the net and into the corner. Sioux Falls trying to get to it. Play to the right side. Back into the high slot. They'll work it down low. Left circle. Below bottom of the circle. Now they center. Shot. Feldbergs makes the save. Rebound. Another big save by Feldbergs. Stampede come away with it. Up to center. Knocked down. Sagan sends it all the way in. Just over 4 minutes to go. Time becoming a factor here for the Stampede. Up the left side to Zoko. To Omen. Into the corner off behind the net. Gets it here. Betzel. Right side Browdy. Fires a shot. It's blocked. Into the corner. Here. Omen behind the net trying to play it. It is knocked free. Browdy gets it back here. Looking for help. Backhands into the corner. Nobody's there though, and it's intercepted easily and cleared back out. Sent all the way down. Went off Browdy's hand, so no icing here. Played ahead here by the Herds. Bongo weaving through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Bongo has it. Backhand to forehand. Goes back behind the goal. Betzel tying it up now, has it taken away. Cullen is there for Fargo, and he'll just chip it ahead, and they clear it all the way down, but it won't go far enough for icing. It's a perfect clear. 3:10 to go in the game. Bongo out to center, tipped, and that's out of play. And we'll get a face-off back in the neutral zone. 3:07 to go in the hockey game. 3-2, Fargo leading Sioux Falls here on a Sunday afternoon. We expected a close game, and we're getting one. Herd led 1-0 and 2-1. Fargo rallied here in the third. They've scored 2 goals and lead it 3-2. Zoko out there here in the neutral zone, face off with Montero, Grimes, Prunty, and now Macrina Station back at center ice. Face off here, won by the Force. Sisson plays it ahead and all the way in. Prunty has to come back to try and get to it. They'll center back. West has it. Plays it to the left point. Under 3 to go. Lindbergh shot towards the net, deflected wide, and now Macrina will pick it up. Macrina off the right side. Montero trying to get to it. Has it tied up here in the corner, trying to knock it free. Feldbergs, there he goes. 2:35 to go. Empty net on the Stampede side. Now left side to Grimes. Grimes pass knocked away. Grimes gets it back into the corner here. Chua spins, goes back behind the net. Now pins it along the wall. Empty net on the Stampede side. It's 6-on-5. Just 2:20 to go in regulation. Zoko out to Grimes. Looks towards the net. Deflected wide. Goaltender's down. Montero wrapping in front. It's blocked. Oh, a diving Lindbergh knocked it away. Now off the glass. It'll come around. Kept in. Grimes shot. That's blocked. Picked up by the Force. They'll bank it off the wall. Just trying to desperately clear. The Herder keeping it in. Chua towards the net. Shot blocked. Picked back up by the Force. They'll bank it off the glass, and it deflects up and out of play. And a stoppage here and a face-off in the neutral zone with 1:54 to go. They're talking, the linesman, with the referee on where that face-off should be. And they are going to put it in the neutral zone here. 1:54 to go. They'll put Feldbergs, I would think, back in because of where the face-off is. Maybe not. They will. Chua comes off, and now Feldberg's back into the net with 1:54 to go. Face-off just outside the Fargo zone. Zoko out there with Montero, Macrina, Browdy, and Prunty. Face-off won here by the Force, and scooped up play to the far wall. Comes into the Stampede zone. Herd have it. Browdy with it. He'll drop it back. 1:43 to go in the hockey game. Here comes Zoko. Sends it in. A save made by White. And now let's see. Will we get a timeout? We're definitely going to get a goaltender pull. And with 1:38 to go, a face-off deep in the Stampede or Fargo zone, and we will get a timeout. All right. Do whatever you need to do. 60 seconds. We need the Rally Caps, and we need them now. Down by 1. We're back at 60. This is Stampede Hockey. Here we go. Face-off. Offensive zone, 6-on-5, 1:38 to go. Zoko in to take the draw. Tied up, the Herd have it. Renkowski to Prunty. Now to Chua. Has it here, top of the left circle. Comes inside, the left dot is blocked. His shot is blocked, it's picked up. It's shot all the way down, and it's into the net. And it's a 4-2 Fargo game here with 1:26 to go in the third period. Belladonna puts it away, and that will do the contest here tonight. The Herd just can't find a way here to beat the Fargo Bug. They'll need now 2 goals in 1:26 to tie this one up. Here's Manassa ahead up the left wing wall. They send it all the way in. Played into the far wall. Played here by Tess. Sent all the way in, and an icing call, so Feldbergs can come back out. Down by 2, why not? 1:10 to go here in the hockey game. Montero out here with Omen and Schultz. Betzold, Solomon, and Browdy will join him. Face off to the left of White, glove side. Face off draw here, 1. Stampede playing into the corner. Off the wall, and it's sent off the boards. It'll go all the way down. Icing again here with 1:02 remaining in the hockey game. The Stampede on the verge of seeing their win streak snapped. Fargo continuing their winning ways here and scratching and clawing tonight. Herd had a lead into the third. This, unless they could pull off the miracle run here, it's going to be the first time this year the Stampede have lost when leading after 2 periods. Here's up the left side. Betzold sends it in. Back behind the net. Marchenko knocks it down. Sioux Falls digging for it. Betzold trying to get it loose. He'll have it tied up here. Montero back behind the goal. Right side shot, tip, save, rebound, pick back up. The Force trying to play it out. Brownie has it towards the net, and a save is made by White with 24 seconds to go. The Herd will get another crack at Fargo next Sunday. The Force are going to pull within 4 points of the Herd for first place. The Stampede's 8-game winning streak will come to an end. And the Herd's next Sunday game will be really big as the Force get right back into it here. Face-off try here deep in the Fargo zone. Won by the Force, banked off the wall. It's turned around, shot here into the corner, picked up by Fargo. They'll play it as that one batted away, and now it's knocked down by the Force. Just 10 seconds to go, and played ahead here. West an empty net. He will just miss it. Solomon coming back trying to help as Brownie delivers a hit. 3 seconds to go. The horn is going to sound, and this one is over as Fargo wins their 7th straight, and they down the Stampede again. 5-1 against the Herd now this year. A 4-2 come from behind victory tonight for the Fargo Force over the Stampede, and the Herd a tough loss after some good weekends, and unfortunately this one here tonight does not go their way in the 3rd game in 3 days. Stick around. We've got the Dental Solutions post-game show coming up next. We'll recap this one and look ahead here to next weekend. We'll do that when we return. This is Stampede Hockey.